At XP and XP East, our latest expedition in Year 8 focused around the guiding question, why should we care about migration? We've explored the concept of migration and the pros and cons of migrating to other countries. We have also analysed various reasons as to why individuals migrate. The title of this expedition was, Should I Stay or Should I Go?
We have been on a journey with our expedition, Should I Stay or Should I Go? But not a physical journey of thousands of miles, like some of the people we've been able to meet. At the start of our expedition, we tried to find out as much as we could about migration, asking questions such as, what is a migrant? What are the different types of migration? And what leads people to migrate?
To build a picture of the historical context of migration, we began reading Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck. This led us into a discussion about why people were forced to move in 1920s and 1930s America. We learnt about the Great Depression and the 6 main causes, including the Dust Bowl, agriculture, and the Wall Street crash. Studying the characters of George and Lenny, we learnt to develop an understanding of why people migrate.
At this point, we wanted to bring the expedition a little closer to home. We started to examine migration in modern society, particularly in our hometown of Doncaster. Our research led us to a charity called the Conversation Club, an organisation which offers a place to meet and integrate for those seeking asylum who have been housed in the Doncaster area. They provide English teaching, health guidance, cultural orientation, comfort for those in need, and so much more.
Some of us were lucky enough to visit the Conversation Club and get a feel for the place and get to know the people who go there every week. In our short visit, we learned a lot.
I found that really shocking because I wouldn't like to do that and just leave my family.
They were very friendly and they felt comfortable answering our questions.
You'd never really hear a story from a regular person from the UK, but the fact that it's an actual human being that's have to face through all these hardships at once is quite scary.
And after I came here, I called my family through Red Cross. And it's okay. Here is very, very good town and very helpful people. Nick, Julia, John, Dennis, very helpful. And they help us in many ways. To speak English because it's important to speak English and to have journey and trips and one day they organize barbecue for us. It is very nice day. And also there is English class. I knew many people and there is activities like playing, like chatting, like I have a sense of belonging to this town. It really helps me. It's okay, it's good. Now I'm okay.
We also spoke to Nick from the Conversation Club about how he felt the experience was for our visitors.
Well, for me, I'm always delighted to be able to come and help the children experience or at least meet some of the asylum seekers and put a human face to a problem that is generally a very third-party kind of thing, and it is distracting them totally from their problems of trying to live on £37 a week in very poor quality accommodation. £37 a week, you've got no money for any kind of entertainment or distraction. So they sit in their rooms with nothing to do all day for months and months on end.
Talking to the migrants was an eye-opening experience, and we learnt a lot during the short time we spent with them.
It's all right looking at like photos and like hearing stories of that, but when you actually speak to them, it's like different.
During the time we were fundraising, we also decided to do something a little different. After hearing Nick's reaction to their first visit to the school, we invited our new friends back to the school. They'd been kind enough to share their stories with us, so we decided to do something fun for them. We prepared 2 sessions of games and minute to win it competitions to play and had such a wonderful time.
But as the expedition comes to a close, what happens now? Of course, we'll keep in touch with our new friends. We'll continue to do our best to understand and support the community around us. But most importantly, we'll carry their stories and experiences with us for the rest of our lives. Because migrants are people, just like us, with families and hopes, with stories that deserve to be told.